Okay, so welcome everyone to the September 11th Night Dota with me, Selemene, and of course my co-caster, Coach Dota. And yeah, tonight we'll be introducing a new team once again. We have Manji Gaming on one end, they are one of the oldies. But on the Zard team, we have Jonas with friends. So I'm just gonna call them JWF. And they are the new teams. And we are looking at double check at the Gold League. So this is actually nearly professional levels of gaming. So Manji Gaming, they have been with us since they were actually a part of a team called Classic Gaming back then. But at some point they had to split. They decided to create their own teams and separate into two teams. One of which was Baxi, the team who played the other last Tuesday, and the other one is with us right now, who is Manji Gaming. So both Baxi and Manji Gaming they still more or less lie on the Gold League, and so that's enough about them. And for Jonas and friends, we don't know much about them yet, but they are the newcomers, and based on how we are matching the teams, they have to go against Manji Gaming for their first game. All right, so there you go. And now for the draft analysis, we'll be having Coach Dora as per usual to discuss the picks and the bans of the teams.
All right, so we're seeing pretty much standard bans right now. The Lycan, the Razor, the Brewmaster. One thing I'd like to note, however, is that in this patch, more than the previous ones, there are so many first picks, good first picks, that you can just let slip because you only have two bans each. And there you go, the Doom, the Batrider, the Skywrath Mage, the Tinker, all of those are good first picks. The Faceless Void even. You can't ban everyone out. So a lot of those first pick materials really go through. And there we go, the Faceless Void. The Shadow Shaman, Death Prophet, a bunch of heroes really. Very very powerful in this current meta, the Skywrath Mage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you just can't ban out everyone. So we keep seeing the same, the same first picks on almost every game that we have, because yeah, even the first bans and picks pretty standard. We really see a bunch of dominant heroes in this current meta. However, here we see a silencer ban. This is kind of unusual. I don't think we've seen too much silencer play in either bans or picks. So this is unusual. Maybe they're going for some bigger combo and they don't want that wrench in their gear, the silencer, to stop their combo, their track. So we'll have to see where Jonas with friends goes with their picking, and let's see if the silencer is really worth it to have been banned. Meanwhile, Manji Gaming have banned out Death Prophet and Witch Doctor for their second set of bans. Yeah, Witch Doctor, of course, very powerful, paired with the Faceless Void. And let's see what Jonas with friends picks up next, bans out next. Perhaps it would be the Earthshaker. They already gave up Skywrath Mage to Manji Gaming. So perhaps one of those heroes that pair well with Skywrath Mage, Earthshaker. That's a hero you can consider. Also, Earthshaker is the kind of the can displace Faceless Void's ultimate, Chronosphere. You can throw Fissure in through the outside of the range of the Chronosphere and basically reduce the duration of the Chronosphere. Yeah, you're making it effectively almost 2 seconds less. So that's a good thing to have. And Earthshaker is never a bad pick. The long range initiation and counter push through his ultimate. But now, yeah, we see a Tinker ban. Tinker, one of those more annoying heroes to deal with. Yeah, sometimes we see him as a first ban, and yeah, actually sometimes we've seen him as a first pick. So not really calling out any judgment there. Just that, yeah, Jonas with friends probably right now they don't want to play against a Tinker. Pretty understandable. So right now we're going into the second round of picks. They have a Faceless Void Shadow Shaman, and yeah, since they didn't ban out Earthshaker, well, they do have a chance to pick Earthshaker right now if they want. Earthshaker also goes well with Faceless Void. Longer range initiation can set up a team. You can throw in a Fissure, and then if you get multiple people locked down into a good position, you can combo it up with a Faceless Void, jump into a Chronosphere. So you get a stun, lock them into place to guarantee that you land the perfect Chronosphere as a follow up. Yeah, so heroes that work well against Faceless Void, like Jakiro also, and Skyrath Mage, because you can silence instantly and cast that Mystic Flare inside the Chronosphere. They also work well with Faceless Void. Okay, so right now we see Chen. This is unusual. Probably one of the least picked heroes in our series. Okay, someone's cell phone is near.
Is it?
Well,
Is it mine?
I heard the cell phone sound, so maybe it's yours. Anyway,
Okay.
can you pull up some statistics for us?
Okay. You need to give some time to start up the engine.
All right. But your mic is kind of choppy. I think it's your upload. So okay. Anyway, we have a Chen pick. Very unusual. Chen had his glory days back in 2013. Pretty popular pick with Chinese teams, and also notably with Alliance and Navi. Of course, you have your Ake on Chen and Puppy on Chen. Both were considered pretty much equally the best Chen players in the world. I'm leaning a bit more on Ake, but maybe it's just my bias. So Chen kind of had his heyday, kind of lost favor because of the creep, the spawn rotations. Yeah, the jungle creep spawn location. It was rotated after the TI3. So kind of a nerf there for Chen, but we see a Chen pickup and an Invoker pickup. So yeah, both niche heroes, niche kinds of heroes. Let's see how Jonas with friends plays with these kinds of heroes. Okay.
Yeah, so apparently, based on the records, Chen hasn't been picked yet.
All right. So this is our first Chen game.
Yep.
And Manji Gaming go with the standard Wraith King. Yeah, Wraith King is going to be a pain in the ass for Faceless Void, because even if you do manage to catch Wraith King in that Chronosphere, if you kill him, then you're just going to have to kill him again, and the second time you fight him, you'll be under a slow. So yeah, Wraith King, you have good early game. He has a stun, can transition that into a roaming support. He can get a blink dagger, annoy people, be a good initiation with a stun, and hard to deal with because of that reincarnate into slow, and also can transition into a pretty good late game carry. So that's Wraith King for you, very versatile. And yeah, Manji Gaming right now go with the Disruptor pick. The Disruptor has a potential to counter the Faceless Void entirely. Yeah, if somehow you manage to cast a glimpse while he's time walking in, and if he somehow manages to cast the Chronosphere, then it's kind of a wasted Chronosphere, because he'll be forced back out of the Chronosphere. And if it not completely wasted a Chronosphere, then at least taking some of that precious time off of the Chronosphere. And also you have your physical lock, your kinetic field, and then your ultimate, the static storm, of course, preventing anyone from casting spells within that area. So Invoker, yeah, Faceless Void can both be countered hard by the static storm. So Manji Gaming ban out Meepo. Okay, we've seen, yeah, we've already had an unusual picks, Chen, Invoker. So why not Meepo? OD banned out by Jonas with friends. Yeah, OD is very good mid. Probably one of the better counters against Invoker, because Invoker has low base damage as is, and OD just steals intelligence, steals damage away, and mana. So that's good anti-Invoker if the Invoker goes mid. But right now, they have a Pugna. Okay, Pugna will be good for the Skyrath Mage and Disruptor. Both of them are casters. Yeah,
You can do it, coach.
yeah, casting kind of heroes. So a bit of a counter there with the Nether Ward, but maybe perhaps even a slight counter to Wraith King. You can actually drain the mana with the Nether Ward. Yeah, the Nether Ward has damage over time kind of effect for mana.
Yeah. for
how would
mana.
you say that? Mana leak. There we go.
Um,
Mana leak over
ma-
time.
mana loss over
Okay,
time.
mana loss over time. It's not really damage, but yeah, at the same time, life drain also. If uh, does it drain mana? No, it doesn't drain mana, but it will
No,
restore
no.
Pugna's mana
Yep.
if he's full. So it doesn't drain mana, but it restores mana. So his mana drain ability would be the Nether Ward against the Wraith King. Yeah, if you drain the Wraith King against the Pugna, you have a chance of draining his mana entirely, screwing him out of those early levels of reincarnation. So you have
Mhm.
that. And Manji Gaming with their last pick. Okay, they go with the Queen of Pain. So they're not going to go mid with the Skywrath Mage. They're going to have this Queen of Pain for mid. Alright, so good matchup. Very unique picks on either side. We have Disruptor, not really common. Queen of Pain also, not too common. And on the other side, yeah, a very very wild card pick with the Chen. First time picked in our series, so it's going to be an interesting game. Interesting
I think,
game.
yeah, more or less, I think Jonas with friends they're going with a death ball push. You have the Pugna who can also deal damage to buildings, right? And you have Invoker, which you can build as a Zoo Invoker, with all those summon spirits, and then Shadow Shaman Chen. And then what they can do, I believe, is like they could have Faceless Void jump into anybody who plans to defend the towers, and that's gonna give them like a very good position.
Yeah, exactly.
And given that all the other heroes besides Faceless Void are ranged heroes, it's not going to be a problem for Jonas with friends to get into position.
Yeah, perfect. So, we have a perfect metagame analysis right there from Michael Caster Ali, and yeah, we'll move into our introductions also by him. Come on.
Okay, but coach, I'm having some problems with my computer. I'm stuck in the loading screen.
All right. So
So
somehow
please.
you've loaded into the game, but you're not yet in the screen. Okay, so maybe
Yeah,
you
okay.
can try for a reconnect, and meanwhile I'll handle this. Okay, so our returning team right now, Manji Gaming. This is their second time playing under Manji Gaming. Before some of their members played under Classic Gaming, but officially under Manji Gaming, this would be their second time playing as a team. Okay, so Talala here in as a Doom bot lane. Quap mid would be Kensky, and I think this would be a tri-lane. Tri-lane off lane, it would be Smiley Face on the Disruptor, Drew9 on the Skywrath Mage, and Doms on the Wraith King. And here we see what looks like a tri-lane safe lane for Team Jonas with Friends. Wait, let me turn on my fog.
Let's begin.
Okay, my fog's off for some reason. Okay, so the Giver here on Shadow Shaman. Pugna played by Infinity. Okay,
Yeah,
Infinity.
Infinity.
Okay, Panic on the Chen. The mid Invoker played by Shapo. And
One down. Just
Okay, one down with the Faceless Void. 1, 2, 3 down on the Faceless
I think
Void.
it's going for triple kill. I don't know.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3 down on the Faceless Void. He's going solo offlane. Now, Void offlane has been popular lately because of Void's naturally high damage. Look at that, 70 base damage on level 1. That's insane. You can even get Culling Blade with that. And that's practically guaranteed last hits and nice. So you do an offlane Faceless Void when you know that you're not going to get much ranged harass with the Faceless Void. If it's solo 1v1 melee lane, yeah, Faceless Void is going to own that lane. Not gonna have any problem, especially when he has that shield. Maybe a few points in backtrack in. Gonna be entirely safe. Doing on his own. Okay, so here is going to be our interesting matchup. Tri-lane versus tri-lane. No engagements yet. The Chen is here on the back end of the jungle, farming away. So, okay, right now we see movement. Smiley Face and Drew9, they know what's up. Chen is a jungler. No, no way around it. Chen is 100% pure jungle. So,
Oh no, and the courier actually is on timing, is getting close. A wonderful micromanagement there coming in from Panic. He traps the Scarlet Leash so that he can follow him. But yeah, actually they almost got the courier, coach.
yeah.
It was almost there.
Yeah, but good micro there. We saw the net. Okay, so right now
Oh.
counter initiation.
Yeah, Invoke goes into the cold snap, and Drew is in danger of dying. Tornado coming in from Chapo and gets the first blood at exactly a 2 minute mark. Now, no, we can actually see Disruptor is running away for his life. He's running away from Infinity. Is getting damaged a lot, but the movements with the Pugna is just up ridiculously huge. It's on 370 versus the 300 on the Disruptor. Blink in coming in from Queen of Pain. Nether Blast misses both heroes. Now Shapo is ready with a cold snap. They want to go for somebody. They want to go for that Queen of Pain. Now the Scarlet Mage has respawned. He actually have Tipirin. Is going for the defense on top. Shapo throws the concussive shot, and that's about it. I think the biggest mistake right there was that the Pugna kept doing the fancy play thing. He actually had so much movement speed on him. So instead of just moving and then attacking once and then moving again within that fraction of a second, he could have opted to walk like 2 steps ahead, so he
Yeah.
could get more attacks in a smaller amount of time. So I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, especially since Pugna went with the boots first. Pugna already has 315, was it? 320. 320 base movement speed, and Disruptor has no boots. So that was a 370 move speed versus 315. Yeah, he could have just chased the Disruptor and kept right-clicking him to death, but a bit of hesitation maybe, since the Pugna might not have known if there was anyone standing behind. The Skywrath Mage could have teleported already. The Queen of Pain might be just around the corner, so maybe a bit of hesitation just to be safe. But either way, it's a 1-0 exchange. Jonas with friends getting the first blood. Okay, so right now, Faceless Void. It's actually been zoned out by the Doom. Probably a bit more aggression in his part. He does have, he has 3 points in time lock. Normally,
Yeah, it's going for an aggressive. Oh, hang on. The top lane, we have an engagement. Nether Ward dropped down by the Pugna. He knew that they could actually get a kill here. They could possibly get one because they were in position. But the bottom lane, for some reason, Faceless Void takes away the Doombringer, and they were all both on the low HP. Back to the top lane. Shackle's coming up there from the Shadow Shaman on the Disruptor. So both of them go down, and now it's between the Pugna, Shen, and the Scarlet and the Wraith King. However, Pugna was left alone by Chen. Chen panicked, not enough APM to manage his creeps, and so he falls.
all right.
Pugna
So,
falls, I mean. So it
so
was
it
two
was
for
a-
one exchange.
yeah.
2 for 2, actually, if you count the fight at the bottom lane.
Yeah, 2 for 1 on top. Good for Manji Gaming, but I think that was an even better exchange since the Faceless Void got that level 6 early on and managed to get the kill on the Doom. The Doom is the core. The cores are the last persons you'd want to be dying. I think they got a kill on the Pugna and Shadow Shaman. Not really too important right now. Shadow Shaman does need his levels, yes, but not as important as the Doom kill or Faceless Void if he managed to die. But now Faceless Void has a Chronosphere. He managed to kill the Doom already a while ago. He can go for some aggression right now.
Hang
Time
on,
lock.
at the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he actually went for he went for the auto attacks on the Doom, and Doom was hoping that the level death would actually deal so much damage on Void, but Void popped the Chronosphere and went for the Doombringer. Now he has to time walk in. The tower is just keeping auto. He's actually expecting the backtrack to kick in, and he survives attacks from the tower. So wonderful play and wonderful assessment of the enemy there for Faceless Void. It seems that one down knows how to play Faceless Void well. He's very familiar, and the way that he plays it, he's very comfortable. That with regards to the time lock proc.
There's something wrong with my spectator thingy. I can't see.
It happened to me. It happened to
I
me.
can't see the fog. I can only see the radiant fog.
Yeah, it's exactly what happened to me before. It's a bug with the Dota Spectator. So what happens is that when you look at the dire side, you can see the heroes moving out, but the fog is just there.
Yeah, I can only see
Yeah.
the radiant fog.
Yeah, yeah, that's what happened to me back. I think that was on Saturday against K7C and not K7C. Between the players who were playing just last Saturday. So it's a thing. It's a bug. Anyway, going back to the game, coach, we have a double damage rune pick up by the Queen of Pain. So she decides to bottle it. Wanted to gank the top lane, but she knew that, if you have somebody jungling, it's automatically a tri lane, more or less. Now Kensky goes on top of the Invoker, throws in a couple of auto attacks before completely just laying down the ultimate to get the kill on the Invoker. At the top lane, you see some action. 3 heroes scanning up on the Wraith King. Wraith King pops his resurrection. Infinity is in danger of dying. Disruptor TP scene. The Doms just respawning and being able to take down the Pugna with the auto attacks. So not really a good exchange there. They went so far just to kill the Wraith King, and they lost one hero for that. And considering that Pugna is a very level dependent hero, I don't think it was a good exchange.
Yeah.
Oh, the bottom lane. Oh wow! So meanwhile, while we're babbling about the top lane, Faceless Void took down Doombringer for the 3rd time.
Yeah, so this Faceless Void getting happy with his levels right now. He's had 3 kills. No, he killed the Skywrath Mage. The Doombringer.
Skywrath Mage, sorry.
Rotated.
Yeah. Oh, at the top lane, another action-packed scene coming in. Doombringer throws the Doom on top of the Shadow Shaman, not going to be able to lock anybody down near the tower there. Wraith King goes for on the Shadow Shaman. Wonderful deny there from Shen. Now, I think that Pugna was killed, but the Doombringer was able to deny his ally and take down the Doombringer within that short amount of time. Wonderful micromanagement there using the Troll Summoner, and now they have to back this out because Skype is out of position. He gets trapped with the Dark Troll Summoner, and now Shadow Shaman goes in. He wolves for the Hex, and they want to go auto attack on Drew 9 here. Invoker is coming in. He doesn't have the Wex build. Oh, he has some Wex. Just giving a little bit of movement speed there. He's on Facebook. He will probably throw in the Tornado. You have to hit this one, yes. And once the Skype Mage falls to the ground, he will die. And now Doombringer is not, Invoker is not yet finished. He wants to go for the Doombringer, but however, Wraith King TPs in and throws a Hellfire Blast on top of the Invoker, and Invoker transitions to a Ghost Walk and just escapes. Just right on time because Queen of Pain was also there during that engagement. So very action-packed game we are having right now, Coach.
Yeah, okay, so I haven't even gotten a chance to check the last hits and the nice. Right now, the Faceless Void is sitting happy with his 3 kills. He has 40 last hits as well, making him second to the top. The Queen of Pain as the top right now, 43. But I would argue that the Queen of Pain stayed in lane more for a longer period of time than the Invoker. The Invoker's moved quite a bit already. But yeah, it's a significant advantage from the Queen of Pain to the Invoker. That's 28 to 43 in favor of the Queen of Pain. So let's check the net worth. Yeah, top is definitely going to be Faceless Void with all those kills. Yeah, but second is Wraith King. Wraith King has managed to be able to find farm, secured by his lane mates, and I think he has a few kills as well. He has 1 death, but he's had 1 kill and 3 assists. So a bit of gold going his way, and yeah, followed by Queen of Pain with just those.
We might see a TP coming in for the Invoker. They're going to go for the bottom lane with the Faceless Void. The Faceless Void was doomed there, so he has no choice but the auto attack. Now 3 heroes are going on top of the Invoker and the Faceless Void, and the Wraith King is just on the sides. He's waiting for the right position to throw in Straight Fire Blast. Oh, he actually has the Blink Dagger, goes in on top of the Faceless Void, takes the killing spree. Shadow Shaman TPs in, throws in the Hex, but not going to be able to throw in the Shackles as a follow-up. Chapo goes for the aggressive, still going against 4 heroes there. Faceless Void has to buy back, and he TPs in, but I guess it was a wasted buyback because they're all out of position. It's only Invoker left chasing everybody down, and it's Invoker against 4 heroes. I don't think it's a good position to be in, and Invoker would have no choice but to back out. But no, he decides he gets to do this. But Doms, goes for the Blink Dagger and just blinks in blindly towards the region jungle, stuns the Invoker. Invoker now replying with a constant auto attacks. The Giver is now here to just to throw in, give some disables, but no, everybody's out of range. Faceless Void just utterly confused. He doesn't know if he should go for the time walk to Chronosphere or not, so they just disengage and just continue farming the bottom lane.
Alright, so at the end of that engagement, it was the Faceless Void who died, taking away the simple killing spree. But yeah, last person on your team you'd want to die. He also does a buyback, doesn't kill anyone, so bit of a waste right there. But it's only on level 8 buyback, I think at the time, level 9. So either way, it's not too much. And they're gonna take this tower down anyway at the bot. So that may be some good consolation for that exchange. So let's take a look. It's already 11 minutes, and alright. Right now, gold graph, yeah, it went a bit up and then down. Right now, in favor of Jonas with friends, favor of the Dire, around 1,500 gold. Maybe a bit due to that tower, but also perhaps due to the kills and Chen being able to utilize that jungle. So that's effectively 4 lanes of farm for Jonas with friends. Whereas no jungler for Manji Gaming. So that's a bit less of optimization for farm on their end. EXP, however, a big up and down. If you check here, looks like a big mountain.
Oh,
so
we actually see a smoke gang coming in from the Chen, 2 of his creeps, and the Shadow Shaman, so they are prepared to take on anybody who tries to defend this tower. But no, it's getting broken. Oh, wonderful. Shadow Shaman has the Wax Serpent Wars, which is rare in these series, by the way. So they might be able to take the first tower, the middle lane of the Radiant. So Pugna follows up with the Death Ward and the Nether Blast on the tower. This tower is definitely a goner. I don't know how they will be able to defend this. Wraith King can actually blink in and go for the start this resurrection, but the EMP from the burn out all his mana and he will die to the Pugna, and the Shadow Shaman spams on a Disruptor is danger of dying, so everybody just backing out. Queen of Pain is so completely out of position, getting chased down by creeps, getting the aggro from the creeps here. And I believe that Manji Gaming is just, they are playing very, not really very, but they're playing relatively bad for the early phase of the game. They are not, for some reason, it feels that they completely didn't expect. They were caught off guard by this kind of lineup from JWF.
Alright, so we're seeing right now this Invoker is carrying a lot of weight. He's been so much value to this team. A while ago he landed. Okay.
Yeah, hang on. We see an engagement coming in there. Philipay was able to throw in his ultimate before he gets Chronosphere there. But Phase Void was doomed, so he has no choice but to walk away. So everybody's throwing the skills down, but Hit King falls here. And without even being able to do anything significant during the time besides just dying. And he didn't have any mana, by the way, so he wasn't able to pop the reincarnation to slow anybody down. And Invoker just doing a wonderful job countering the capability of a Wraith King to pop his ultimate.
Yeah, that's actually the second time that he's died. The last 2 times he's died, he's had the ultimate off cooldown, but no mana to cast it because of those well-placed Invoker EMP. So right now, the MVP of this game so far is the Invoker. Definitely gotta keep an eye on this Chapo Invoker. Definitely one of the better Invokers that we've had. Definitely a hero to keep an eye on. But right now, the Roshan with the Mass Serpent Wards.
Yeah, and well, I don't think it's going to be contested.
Yeah, they probably don't know, because it was just a while ago that the Serpent Wards were used to push down the mid, and it was such an extended engagement that somehow you don't feel that the Serpent Wards are already back up, but they are, and they've been used against the Roshan. So there we go, Serpent Wards on the Roshan, and a free uncontested Aegis going the way of Jonas with friends. But it's not on the Faceless Void, it's on the Pugna. Okay, the Aegis is with Pugna, so maybe they want to go dive bombing with Pugna's Nether Blast. Just cast that on towers. But either way, it's still a free Roshan. It's still a lot of gold going their way. Their choice who they want to put the Aegis on. And
it's Chapo is playing such a wonderful Invoker, and he is able to place those EMPs very well so that the enemies don't even have any mana to go on with. You know, they always are caught off guard, out of position, because they don't have any mana to re-initiate or to re-engage the enemy. So a TP was actually being... I think the Skyrim Nation is trying to TP here, but he cancelled it out. He didn't want to endanger himself with this, and the Wraith King is just... His resurrection is up, but he doesn't have any mana. And they have no choice but to back this out. And Wraith King is just, I don't know, he's so confused. What am I gonna do right now? Because it doesn't have it doesn't have any mana to pop his very crucial ultimate. And we see the Invoker just, the Chen with a wonderful micromanagement going this way. Of course, we're not going to catch the essential heroes. But he was able to catch at the rim of the Chronosphere the 2 supports
the
of the
Skyrath Mage tried to cast the Mystic Flare. You see that?
Yeah, but I think it failed, right?
Yeah, he got killed by the Nether Ward before the Mystic Flare went off.
Oh, snap. Anyway, so Mass Serpent Wards on level 1, but still doing so much damage there thanks to the Arcane Boots, Spam, and the Nether Blast coming in from the Infinity Domes. He's gonna finally be able to successfully pop his ultimate there. Pugna dies and he has Aegis, so he will be alive. Wraith King is not the only one with resurrection right now. Shadow's coming in from the Giver. Doms doesn't have enough HP and support to take everybody down after after his reincarnation. So now it's a 1-for-1 exchange, and I believe it's still in the favor of JWF because they are now able to take both racks from the Radiant team. TP is coming in from somebody. It's the Queen of Pain, but oh wonderful! Oh, just wonderful fingers there from Giver. He was able to hex the Queen of Pain there, forcing her into a defensive position. She has to blink out, but she have the ultimate no. She's just going to pop those Shadow Strikes and the Scream of Pains. And now Shapo is in danger of dying. He is running away. He got dusted, so he can't actually do anything yet. And besides, he still doesn't have the Ghost Root invoked yet. Panic is literally panicking. Not before he is able to take down Zoom during that team fight. So it's a 1-for-3 exchange. Still in favor, I believe, of JWF, considering the net worth and the value of the melee barracks at the bottom lane. So this is essentially a push lane at the bottom lane. They don't have to do anything at this lane besides defend.
Yeah, so let's take a look at the gold graph. Oh, it's a big 7,500 gold earned advantage for Jonas with Friends. And around 2,500 for EXP. Not bad for EXP, but for gold, it's quite a big deficit. It went a bit up because they died at the tail end of that engagement, but Jonas with Friends already got what they want. They wanted the tower, they wanted the lane, they got the melee racks, and most of the range racks, so that's fine with them. Also a bit of an upward swing from the EXP because 3 of them died at the retreat, but I think Jonas with Friends are going to be happy with that. If you check the net worth, top 6 are Jonas with Friends. The only one who's kind of matching up with them is Queen of Pain, 7,000 gold at 2nd place. But yeah, the poorest in Jonas with Friends, Shadow Shaman, is actually richer than their Wraith King. So Wraith King,
oh, wonderful play there from Shadow Shaman. Wraith King, you are not the only one with Resurrection in this game, and you're not the only one with Blink. This Shadow Shaman has been performing very, very well this game. He has very, very fast hands.
Okay, so another miss there. The Queen of Pain missing the Shadow Shaman. That blink. Very, very effective.
Shadow Shaman knows how to play the opponents or as Denji would say it, opponents. And they are playing. Invoker got doomed and got glimpsed, and now is in danger of dying so much. Mystic Flare coming in from the Scarlet Mage, and Invoker falls to the Doombringer.
Alright, so kind of out of position there, right?
Yeah, he actually overextended.
Should have just stuck with his team. Anyway, they're going. They should be able to mount another push. Maybe they're gonna wait for Roshan. Roshan will be up in, well, at least 2.5 minutes time. 1 to 3 minutes time actually. 3 minutes time for the minimum Roshan respawn plus a maximum of 3 minutes on top of that. So yeah, this game's been so fast. It was only around 16 minutes that the first lane of racks was taken. So yeah, a lot more space for JWF to farm. Yeah, they can move at the Radiant side jungle with pretty much no repercussions, although there's a ward here. So yeah, Manji Gaming knows what's up. They know that Jonas with Friends are there making a rotation. So yeah, they're pretty careful, trying to be pretty careful right now. So okay, so someone's lagging, and we're going to have a pause for that. Meanwhile, let me check my settings. Oh, there we go, I got it. Fix the fog.
How did you figure it out?
There's a hotkey for that in the settings. I remember there was a hotkey for that for spectator settings because you can't actually drop down the spectator menu, right? So, but you can change the fog settings with the hotkey. So I just added a hotkey there, and then there you go.
I'm gonna have to look for that. Anyway, yeah, so Arsene Engage coming in. Oh, you see the Master Pets getting dropped there. EMP just placed by the Invoker on top of no one because the BKB on the Queen of Pain just saved her from that from the pain of not having any mana there. Doms has full mana, but he will die. The Resurrection will pop. Everybody gets slow there. Disruptor ultimate not finding anybody, but the Doom is on top of one down, so Faceless Void will have to walk this one out. Oh wow, he actually went to the Crowsphere, but even then, for the Lincoln Sphere rather, Invoker and Pugna taking away 2 heroes there, including the dominating streak of the Scarlet Mage, and Shen finishes off the Wraith King. So we are now down to 2 heroes on the Radiant side, and this is just a complete push. Pugna still has enough mana for a couple of Nether Blasts, more or less, and the auto attacks coming in from everyone, from the Chen creeps and the Shadow Shaman on the auto attacks. This is gonna take the racks for them for the middle lane. So they can actually transition towards the top if they wanted to. They can segue and go to there. And now Queen of Pain being so careless, getting hexed and getting nuked down by everybody. A Cat, he is forced to buy back to defend their base. But the question is, will they be able to catch anybody? Smoke coming in from the Dire team to help them escape and go back, go on a full-on retreat, or this might be a juke. This might actually be a joke. They're now going back. They're going to reinitiate the Wraith King towards Wraith Pass on top of the Wraith King, on top of the Faceless Void Lincoln Sphere there. Now, Wraith King didn't have the Resurrection yet, so he died. Could have been out of position, had to blink out from the EMP to save herself. Now, this is just a full-on 5-man push. They want to finish the game. JWF is just being serious. GG call coming in from Manji Gaming, and it's a quick and easy 22-minute game coming in from our players. Wonderful, wonderful game we have. It's very action-packed. It was very swift, very easy. Nobody played around. Nobody screwed around. Perfect execution. And you know what? We started on time, so we will finish on time, maybe for the first time in Nightly Dota.
Alright, so this is the kind of game I enjoy, the kind of game where Selemene talks more than me. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's less work for me. And yeah, pretty action-packed game. And okay, so Jonas with friends with their debut, showing very, very powerful lineup. An odd pick with a Chen, yeah, but proving to be very effective. They know what they're doing, very coordinated as a team. So yeah, Jonas with friends, definitely a team to watch in our series.